Hello everybody, and welcome to Game Pulse Weekly News, Episode 3. I'm your host Nick, and I'm so glad you're here today. I'm glad to be here. Just like all the other segments, I talk about a couple different systems, and like I'll be talking about Nintendo, PlayStation, Microsoft, PC, all the consoles, and miscellaneous. So 6 different categories I talk about on all these game pulses, and I hope we can get right to it. And here we go. So for Nintendo, the past week, if you like the game Splatoon, the manga is actually being translated to English. So that's pretty cool. Publisher Viz Media, which does a ton of manga, so you know it's gonna be good. And the manga is based for all ages, and it's based on the original Wii U game, so it's not Splatoon 2, it's just the first one. And it will concentrate on 4 Inklings that have been caught up in the Splatoon war. And Splatoon 2 will be dropping on the Nintendo Switch July 21st. So about 2 months from now. And the only thing to wonder about the manga is if it will tie into the game at all, or be separate adventures, or if they'll bring out a Splatoon 2 manga. So that'd be pretty interesting if they do, but nonetheless, that's still a pretty cool item to collect, Splatoon manga. So let's move to PlayStation. So the only news I have for PlayStation, well, I actually have some for all the consoles, but in the PlayStation category, I just have, don't forget about May's free PS Plus games like Tales from the Borderlands and Abzu and much more. So if you have a PS3, PS4, or PS Vita, don't forget to download all the PS Plus games. Because once they're gone for the month, they're gone. You can't get them unless if you buy them. You can actually go to the store and click add to library. You don't have to download it, you can just add to your library and it will be under your account. You can download it at a later time, but definitely get those games. They're pretty fun and really relaxing and enjoyable. So, Microsoft. Developer and publisher Gazillion officially announces the Marvel Heroes Omega will be launching for the Xbox One on June 20th, about a month from now. And to my understanding, it was actually launched on other, I think PC or PS4 or something, but it's coming to the Xbox One, so that's pretty cool. So for PC, we have a game called Medieval Shopkeep Simulator. It's a game made by Studio Breakfast, where you pretty much do what you think. Your job is to manage your shop from nothing to the greatest shop in all the lands. You can hire workers, craft items, explore, and even get blessings at the temple in this indie game that mixes low poly and pixel art. In Medieval Shopkeep Simulator, you don't get to start in the best town selling the best goods. So you start in a random small town with pretty much nothing, and each morning a traveling merchant will come into town, and you can buy as much as you want off him, including special items called work kits that would let you build your own items. So that's pretty neat. The important thing to remember is when selling is your reputation. Money is good and all of this says, but if you get a good enough reputation, you'll be able to upgrade your shop, which brings in more customers, which brings in more competition, which brings in more money, and so on and so forth. So you don't have to just sit in front of your stand all day. You can walk around and explore if you wanted to. There are many different procedurally generated biomes. They have different raw materials and various other rewards hiding in them. There are even caves to explore, but be careful if you're trying to explore with someone from the town, as not everyone has noble intentions and may betray you to keep the loot from themselves. What? That's kind of cool. Huh. I wonder if you're a shopkeeper, if you can craft your own like swords and arrows and shields and stuff and kind of defend. from the people that want to take the loot. I don't know. It's an interesting mix of genres and art styles, and right now it's currently on Kickstarter, and the release date is November of 2017. So you can head over to Kickstarter. They have a video there. I believe they also have one on Steam. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know for sure they do on Kickstarter. And if you like it, check it out. Go ahead and back it. And I'm probably going to back it myself. It sounds pretty interesting and fun. But yeah, we'll have to see what it's all about. And there's another game that came out on PC. It's called Lonely Mountains Downhill. It's a simple game, and you're basically on a bike. So it's kind of like Excite Bike or Joe Danger, but a different art style, and you're just going down mountains or paths, and it's pretty relaxing. But there's a time trial there too, and it can be found on Steam's Greenlight, but the release is unknown right now. And that game was called Lonely Mountains Downhill, if you're interested. So, moving on to all consoles. I just figured I'd put this in all consoles since everybody plays this game on all the consoles, but Destiny 2. It will be releasing September 8th of 2017 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And it's action-packed, full of a host of explosions. That said, tell me what you think about it and whether or not you'll be picking up Destiny 2. I was a big fan of Destiny. I enjoyed it up until about like a year and a half or so, and then I just couldn't do, like, my friends didn't really play with me anymore, or like our schedules just didn't line up, so I didn't want to play with all these random strangers. So I didn't get the full effect of Destiny. But I think it's Destiny 2 is going to be really fun, and they're going to change that because if you ever played solo, you needed up to 6 people to play the game at higher level raids. But it was hard, and according to Bungie, only 50% of players did the endgame content. And Bungie's trying to fix the issue with Destiny 2 and open up the endgame content for all the players. Not just those with a ton of friends, so I'll be blessed by this. They plan on plugging the issue by allowing players from clans to invite non-clan players into a raid. How the new system works, or appears to, from my understanding, is allowing solo players to search among existing clans that need a hand on raid. So it's kind of like a mercenary for hire, I guess. So if this group's down by 1, and you're just by yourself, or your buddy, you two can go help the 4 or 5 of them, whatever. And that's kind of cool, because then you can just be playing when you're not with your friends, and when you get back on with your friends, be like, oh yeah, so look what I got. They'll be like, what? Be like, yeah, well, raiding over here when you guys aren't. So definitely looking forward to Destiny 2. So, Blizzard, their favorite FPS, Overwatch, it's interesting because they just celebrated the first year, Overwatch did, and they have an event for their first birthday, I guess you could say, and it's upcoming, and it's a whole host of in-game goodies and are coming as well. This ranges from new maps, cosmetic items, new dancing, emotes, and more. Blizzard has been teasing the newest additions to the game while leaving out what the new event will be bit by bit. One such addition to the game concentrates on skins for our favorite heroes, giving them each a unique look for the upcoming event. The team over at Overwatch has leaked out a few samples for our pleasure. The Overwatch anniversary starts tomorrow, Tuesday, May 23rd, and runs until June 12th. So you have about a week and a half, 2 weeks to play it. And who knows, if this is popular enough, it might just stick around like Capture the Flag did. Who knows? So, yeah, that'll be a fun event, the 1-year anniversary of Overwatch. What do you think about that? This game, it was actually released back in 2012 on the Nintendo 3DS, but now it's coming to the PS4 and Xbox One and PC, I believe, and it's Resident Evil Revelations. And like I said, it's coming back to the newest gen consoles, and Resident Evil Revelations 2 is released on all consoles: PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS3, Xbox 360, and Vita. And Revelations is launching for PS4 and Xbox One this fall, although Capcom hasn't announced a specific release date yet. So if you haven't played the Revelations games, they're pretty good. Maybe you'll wait to pick it up, or just get on an older console and pick it up cheaper and wait then. I don't know. But yeah, I like Resident Evil games, so that'll be interesting to have. So Telltale, their Walking Dead series game, the episode 5 is announced, and it will launch on May 30th on PS4, PC, Xbox One, iOS, and Android. So if you own the season pass, you'll get the 5th episode automatically, but if you don't, you have to buy it digitally. So there you go. Or if it's on the disc, it'll just unlock on May 30th. So don't worry there. I'm going back to Nintendo real quick, because I just remembered that the Nintendo Switch is getting a new game on its shelves this month. Well, next month, June. And it is actually starring Mighty Number 9 and Gunvolt into the game called Mighty Gunvolt Burst. And it will have the character Gunvolt from the game Azure Striker Gunvolt and Beck from Mighty Number 9. And they team up for one big adventure. And it's not the first time the two characters have worked together. They made an appearance in the game Mighty Gunvolt, which has been ported over to PlayStation and PC platforms. Mighty Gunvolt Burst will be released on the Nintendo Switch eShop this June 15th for $10 and Nintendo 3DS on June 29th, also for $10. So go check that out. I saw the trailer of it. It looks pretty cool. It looks like what you would expect if Mighty Number 9 and Gunvolt mixed together their games. I'm probably going to pick this up. It's a great nod to Mega Man and classic games of the 80s. And for $10, for what they offer, you can't go wrong with it. But that makes me wonder if they're going to have some Mega Man games ported over to the Switch. Because if so, that would be pretty awesome, in my opinion. I mean, play Mega Man on the go, play Mega Man at home, maybe have a 2-player system, like the Mega Man boss battles or something, where you and a buddy can team up and fight all the different bosses from different Mega Man games. I believe it came out on consoles. I'm not sure which consoles, but I played it at the arcades, and that was pretty fun. But we're at our last segment. This episode's kind of shorter than the others, but I didn't want to make the last time I made the episode super long, so that's why I made this episode, kind of cut them up in two. And also, there's a lot of news that comes out every day or every other day for video games, so it's kind of hard to keep it all together, so that's why I'm doing these bi-weekly episodes. But, so, miscellaneous, I saved this for last, and I put in miscellaneous, just because this stuff isn't set in stone. Obviously, we know what consoles they're going to come out on, but without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, so, according to the latest rumors, Far Cry 5 is set in the 19th century America and is a spaghetti western. And there's actually a trailer right now floating around the internet, YouTube, IGN, GameSpot, etc., about Far Cry 5. And it takes place in Montana, and it's about like 1.5 to 2 minutes long, and it shows different images, Like one's a guy that's running in a field and he gets shot and he falls down like the cornfield. And another image is this church, and you just hear like the bell going, and I believe I saw this guy pushing another guy's head into the bell to make it ring, which I was like, oh, okay, alright, interesting. Another image was kind of like a foresty, mountainy area, and you just hear some guy yell, and then you see all these birds fly away. So that was kind of interesting, but definitely we will be keeping you informed about Far Cry 5. I'm looking forward to it. Westerns are my thing, and I'm glad Far Cry is finally coming to America. And I definitely will enjoy that for sure. And we don't know the release date yet, but I'm sure E3 this year they will talk more about it. Maybe like a 2017 to 2018 projection release date. I don't know, but we'll definitely know more as E3 comes around and as Ubisoft actually talks it. So, yep, that's all the gaming news I have for you guys today. Well, this week actually. Expect more news in the next following days. And remember to follow us on YouTube, Podomatic, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and yeah. Well, I guess I will see you again next time. And if there's anything you want me to cover specifically, or have any comments about the latest gaming news, let me know in the comments. And I hope to talk to you there. So, thanks for listening. And I'm Nick, your host. And thank you for listening to Game Pulse Weekly News. Thank you, and happy gaming.